I love that. I love that so much. Thank you so much for being here. I have some fabulous news to announce.
I'd rather you assist me.
How you want me to assist you? You want me to give you some topics?
Yeah, you give me one topic.
A minute of your mind on. Now you stop me. A minute of
See
your
how
mind.
hard it is, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, a minute of your mind
You think?
on being a black man in America.
Okay. Oh, that's actually a very good one, see? Minute of my mind. All
Let me
right.
know when you're ready, and I'll start the timer.
I'm ready right now.
Oh, you ready right now? Come on, then let's do
Yeah.
it.
I don't know how we're gonna start it, but the other day I know I left the crib and I realized that I my wallet was in New York, and it's crazy because instantly I got nervous. You know, I drive all day, and a black man without his ID in America, like that's like a crime right there. You know, you got to explain yourself, and then my full name is Supreme Intelligence Great God Allah Codes. So when people ask me that and I got to explain that to cops and I don't got my ID, that happened to me a few times. They'll keep interrogating me, like just keep like, you're lying. So it's like that right there. That's something to think about.
Do you know what I mean?
So where's your studios?
It's just in Hockley, like not far from me actually.
Okay, shout out the name of the studio, shout out all your details so people can contact you.
Dome Ministries at Dome Ministries on Instagram. You know, you can find us on there. You know, you get all your studio time. You know what I mean? We'll help you out, get your artistry real tight. You know
Fantastic.
What I mean? All that, get you
So
beats.
how long have you been producing for?
I've been producing since I'm only 22 now, so I've been doing this since about
Oh my
30
God, they're
years.
such a babies! They are babies!
If you could describe the indie artist experience in 3 words, just 3.
3?
We're gonna do it longer, but I thought let's try 3 in the first instance.
All right. I would describe the indie artist experience as hell, heaven, and earth. That's all I got. It's all that.
Yeah. All we needed was da 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 da. All we needed was da 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 da. Back in the day when things were cool,
Join us as we take a deep dive into the beautiful mind of this filmographer, literal and visual producer, writer, director, and sound engineer. His name is Intel, who just so happens to be the son of a legend and the leader of the next generation. Hey, Intel.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for having me. And that intro is amazing. It's one of the it's the best I've gotten so far because the way you threw that, and he just so happens to be at the end. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm like anybody who's watching now, just tag Sway and tell Sway I'm coming for his intro. I'm coming for his intro champion trophy because he's the
Yes.
intro at talking people into these interviews. So Intel, I'm so happy that you're here. Where shall we start? It's been like 9 years since our first interview. So it is WuTangRadio.com. It's woo-world.com. Euro Invasion 2012. And we have a very special guest on the line. So caller, please can you introduce yourself?
Yo, it's your boy Intel, the INTELL, son of the legendary UGOD Zilla. What's good?
Do you remember it?
I do. It was one of my most memorable because it was the first international interview I'd ever done. So I was like, wow, like, when my music has reached across seas, that's how you know. And when people from overseas want to talk about it. And then, also you had done so much research as a good journalist already to what I had been doing up until that point. So I was just very honored to be on the show even back then.
And That's Crazy to Me is basically just a head fuck. So anything that you perceive as a head fuck, anything in the absolute world about any subject, that's crazy to me. Start the sentence or end the sentence with "that's crazy to me."
It's crazy to me how people really live their lives based off memes / social media. It's crazy to me. Like, people really take the meme seriously. I seen somebody on there. I joke and stuff like that because, you know, I'm like, I try to be funny. I don't really, other than music, I'm putting some funny shit on there. But there be people who be dead ass in life. Like, oh, they'll be like, oh, if it ain't this and that, then it ain't that. And it'll be something, it'll be a quote from like Twitter. You're using this right now in life, in real life, like outside of your app. That's crazy to me.
A lack of knowledge breeds ignorance, and ignorance is the perfect ingredient to make a slave. Sick kid never born in a cave. No, we are the first on the earth. All of them treat we like the worst on the earth. Some say we lineage cursed on the earth. As we reverse them, spell judgment first on the earth. Hey, we've been held in bondage and chains. Language and names have all been replaced.
I'm going to start a sentence and I want you to finish it. You can finish it in any way you want. You'll probably get the references, but you can finish it from Ty's mind. We want Ty's mind, okay? It ain't hard to tell
that black is beautiful.
I knew you were going to be great at this. Okay, so I love it when
people lead with their heart.
Sick calls me up and tells me that my music, one of my songs is hitting.
Okay, first time they fuss.
It's the last time we'll fight.
If I ruled the world.
Everybody be rich as fuck.
Month of June, I be zooming this bitch. All the thoughts inside a bed feeling rich.
No, not today. Okay, the last one.
In Naomi's situation, I really feel that she does need, you know, a standing ovation, because I believe that, you know, she's 23 or 24. And for a young woman in this day and age to know what she wants to do, to be a tennis player, for how long she's dedicated that time for, you know, she's dedicated her life to it, 23 years to this. For her to stand up now and say, you know what, I can't go forward because this is how I feel, that is a big thing. It's amazing. You know, it's an amazing thing, because I think a lot of us don't do it enough. We're not true to ourselves in the sense of what we can manage and what we can't manage. And I think the, you know, the board and the committees around her, they need to kind of remember that at the end of the day, she's young. Give her a bit of time off. You know what I mean? She's not even asking for time off. She's just asking, you know what, I don't really like doing these post-match interviews, which a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? I'm not the talker in this whole thing, you know? I'm not the presenter, as much as co-host and all that. I'm not the, you know? I just sing, you know? So it's hard, but ask me the question and I'll answer it as best as I can. But in her situation, I really believe that she does need support.
I'm a junior now, and this year is really interesting. We have to make a short film, and we got to put a lot of work into it. We've been working on it for a couple months now, since last semester. And if all goes well, we can submit this to film festivals, you know, maybe around the world, and hopefully it could take us somewhere.
And I mean, like 9 years later, you're fully graduated, and you've also had something picked up by the New York Hip Hop Film Festival. Is that right?
Yeah, so I graduated from film school in 2013, did some short films, dozens and dozens of music videos, and then eventually started just doing all of my own. And one of the recent ones we did, me and my team, it's called New Generation, featuring Method Man. And I submitted the video to the New York Hip Hop Film Festival, and we actually got placements.
So, Diamonds, as I mentioned, I make music, and through music, I have been blessed with some of the most amazing opportunities. And it's actually how my solo travel experience actually began. In fact,
It's the Method Man for sure. It's the Method moving on your left. Let's set it off. Get it off like you can. You wanna bring food, grab me back. Now I change. And put a team in the game. I take aim.